Alright, looks like we got everything up and running. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Dokkan Battle stream. So today, it's not going to be too much. Basically, after the last stream, we were looking at my box on JP, and someone suggested I do a box showcase. Really haven't, I think I did one like a long time ago, so it's been a while since I've done one. So I guess what I'm going to do is we're going to look at my card box on JP, go through that, and then we'll go to my global account and see how depressing my box is on that side, because I'm super lazy on global. I admit it. I have some decent cards on there, but I just don't play global as much. So there's a lot of undone cards over there, so we can take a look at that, and y'all can yell at me for being lazy. But anyhow, let's get into JP first. What's up, 5TV Fred? What's up, Leon? What's up, Angel? So the first part of the celebration is coming to an end soon, and they're supposed to be doing the second part. I know they started doing the individual element banners. I'm really waiting for the int one, because I'd really like to try to see if I can maybe get lucky and get another Gohan, because I'd really love to open up a dupe path on him. Even though it took me like over 2 years since he came out to finally get him. So I'm being overly optimistic thinking that I can get another dupe. But the element banners are probably the best shot at getting one. Same for these. Like if you're actively trying to hunt for, like, let's say Mighty Mask or Majin Vegeta, the AGL banner probably would be the best bet. It's never really a good idea to chase after LRs in the first place, but if you had the money and did not care and wanted to chase, that's probably your best bet. But yeah, Battlefield just reset, well, not reset. Each week they give an additional 3 missions. If you saw when I did the Battlefield earlier, I had mentioned that each week they add 3 missions to get more of the Battlefield medals. So that's something you can do if you've already finished your 3 turns on there. Soul Calibur, what's up, dude? You don't plan to summon for the LR Goku and Frieza? I will probably do one multi just to try, but that banner's pretty bad from what the leaks have been showing. Like, those cards, those filler cards are really bad. So I don't think I'm going to be trying too hard for the LR. Plus, you know, LRs, like I said, it's, unless you have the money for it, it's hard to chase after them. So I'm not looking to that. So anyhow, so here we can start looking at the box. So we looked at the LRs last time, so we can go ahead and look at that real quick. The LRs, like I said, we have, let's see, Mighty Mask, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Zamasu and Rose, Vegito, Gohan. Those are my summonable ones, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 summonables. I have 1 dupe in Mighty Mask, so I've summoned 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LRs altogether, and that's really in the past, pretty much in the past year, because Zamasu and Rose was the first one I summoned on my birthday last year. So in the span of my birthday to now, I've pulled 6 LRs. And then the previous 2.5 years before that, I didn't pull anything. So it's been a lot better luck over the past year for me in terms of the LRs. What's up, Jake? What's up, Lil Mattwork? What's up, Blaze? The rest of these are pretty much free to play. So if you were wondering how many LRs or what LRs you can get, you know, without being lucky in summons, there's a lot of them. The best one is obviously Vegito Blue. He's amazing. Plus, it's pretty easy to rainbow him. Most of the free ones are pretty easy to rainbow. You just have to do the grind. Speaking of grind, the hardest grinds are obviously Goku, and then Frieza, And then Trunks, those are the big long grind ones. Trunks is really good. Trunks is pretty good. Like, he's a really nice tank. Most of them hit decently. Depends on their passives. Most of them have, I think those three have flat passives. I think Trunks does too. Let me see. Yeah, they're all flat passives, but you know their stats are so high that it still translates pretty well. All the free ones are Garbo? False. False. Some of them are actually really good. Vegito Blue is amazing. When is free-to-play Trunks coming to Global? I don't know. I don't know, because we didn't get him too long ago. So I would imagine maybe by the end of the year. Who knows? I have no idea how they plan to do the schedules. Why the hell did you Rainbow Hercule? Because Hercule's the best. Hercule's awesome. Hercule comes from the friend points, and then so does the androids. Androids was the first one to come from the friend points, and then Hercule. And then the last one was Saiyaman 1 and 2. Then you had the World Tournament ones. We had Piccolo first, who's actually a really good tank. You can see by his defense stat. His defense stat is just incredibly high. And then Tien and Chaozu. That's from the World Tournament. Battlefield that we were talking about earlier. That's where you can get dupes of Ginyu Force, as well as the original Ginyu Force, and then Cooler, Middle Cooler, and his gang. Let's see who else. I think that's all of them. This Gohan is from Super Battle Road. When you complete the original set, JP has like the new set. Global doesn't have that yet. But when you complete all the ones on Global, you would get this one too. And then we have 1,000 Day Goku. For once you hit 1,000 days of playing, you get 5 of him. And that's pretty much all the LRs that I have right now. Like I said last time, I haven't finished the new Super Battle Road stuff, so I haven't gotten that new Goku yet. One day maybe I'll get him. I don't know. I've been having a lot of trouble with Super Battle Road, but I haven't really been concentrating on it. I think when things start calming down, I'll probably try again for it, but right now I haven't really been going for them. So let's go ahead and open this up to the rest of these cards. Ban Rama? Who's Rama? General Barak, what's up? Global is never going to get Battlefield. They'll get Battlefield sooner or later. Now that they've actually started to finalize what Battlefield is, it'll come to Global sooner or later. I can basically get Goku and Frieza because I have the Ginyu Force, but I'm lazy. Okay. Let's see, so we got our AGL units here, so what did y'all want to look at especially? Like, I have all of the gods and the Neo gods now. Like, I had a lot of trouble at the beginning trying to get the gods. Like the original gods, Super Vegito, who took me forever. Like, I finally pulled my first one recently. Like, the first one I ever got, I had to get from a blue stone, and then I finally got a dupe recently. It took me forever to get him. He was like the last one of the gods for me to get. There was him, Tech God Tanks. I think he was one of the first gods that I got, but he's almost rainbow starred. I have like 3 paths in him. Buhan was one that I got kind of late too. Like, he was the second to last one I got. And then I ended up getting a dupe from him when I was trying to pull for rows, the strength rows. Omega Shenron. And then the last one was Broly, who I just recently Rainbow Starred. Just want to look at LR Vegeta. What is Battlefield? Can you explain? So Battlefield, like now, the current one is a lot easier than the old one. The old one was a mess. I still thought it was fun, but a lot of people didn't. You have to choose 100 units or 100 cards. You technically don't need 100 cards. If you have strong enough cards, you just need one team, or no, two teams of each element. So typically you'd want to do one super team for each element and then one extreme team for each element. That would be the most optimal way of doing it. And you just fight 3 rounds of enemies. First round, you're fighting, it's usually Ginyu. You fight Ginyu, and then it'll unlock the boss, which I think typically it's Great Ape Vegeta in the first round. Second round was 2 fights before you fight the boss. I think it was Android 13 and Bojack. And then when you defeat both of them, then you fought Broly in the second round. And then third round, they've been changing it, so I don't know how they will do it if they bring it to Global. The first time they did it, it was only 2 fights. It was Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku Black. And then that would unlock the boss of the third round, which is Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Later on, they added a third fight, which was Zamasu, who's super annoying because he heals. And then now, the current version, there's 4 fights you have to do, the 4th fight being Future Trunks. Defeat all 4 of those, that unlocks the Super Saiyan Blue boss. Super Saiyan Blue Goku is the boss. And then you defeat all 3 rounds, and that's it. You beat Battlefield. And typically for the missions, you have to beat it 3 times to clear all of the missions on there. And then it's usually up for close to a month. And then each week they add 3 missions, which are pretty easy. It was just like beat a stage, beat 2 stages, beat 3 stages. And you get some more of the Battlefield medals. And that's pretty much it. Do you think the Frieza is better than the Goku? You're talking about the new ones? If you're talking about the new transforming Frieza and Goku, yeah, I think Frieza is better. I saw a physical cell. Is that not the LR? No, I didn't pull LR cell. You're looking at this cell. This cell is the one that you grind from the mission. The GT story mission is the one where you get the medals for the GT Cell and the GT Frieza. It's not the LR. Let's see, I have all the Neo Gods, which... I actually got all the Neo Gods before I got all the Gods. That was what's weird. Finally Rainbow Starred physical God tanks. It's funny that I Rainbow Starred physical God tanks before tech, but I did pull a lot of them before. I had to use my Purple Stone, though, on him. But I don't regret it, because he's always been really good for me. I did Rainbow Star Cooler, because I got him from the Frieza banner, and he's been a really good unit too. I remember when he first came out, people hated on this Cooler so bad. Like, nobody wanted to pull on him because nobody wanted Cooler. And then later on, people figured out, wow, he's really, really good. Luxol. Oh, yeah. It would have been nice if I would have pulled him up, but I did try to pull on the LR Cell banner, but I didn't get Cell. I got Mighty Mask. I got a dupe of Mighty Mask from it. So it's not bad. Like, I'm not going to complain about it. Pulling an LR is already hard as it is. Let's see. On strength, we had Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's amazing. He hits super hard. He finally has a category. Actually, it's 2 categories? No, just 1 category, because he can't be on full power, because the other one's Super Saiyan 4 also. I don't think he can be on there. And then we got Janemba. On the inside, Gogeta. I feel like all the Gogetas are like awesome. Like they're all good. Like even the old strength one is still pretty good. Like he's obviously not as good as he used to be, but they're all like just amazing for some reason. Kid Buu. Kid Buu is one of the ones that Rainbow starred pretty early, and it's because of that Rose banner, because I pulled him twice? 2 or 3 times. I pulled him like 2 or 3 times from that banner. Like I know the first multi I pulled 2 of him and 1 of the Buuhan. You went 950 Dragonstones on the Frieza banner. Got 2 of the Frieza, but no Turles. A little sad. I'm gonna do some more multis before the free one goes away. It's going away pretty soon. I mean, good job on getting the Friezas though. Like I did 2 sets. I didn't get Frieza. I didn't get Cooler either. Oh, not Cooler. Turles. Yeah, I didn't get Turles either. I really would have liked to have gotten him, but I think I'm pretty much satisfied with the banners. I don't think I'm going to pull anymore. Goku, I went a little bit deeper. Goku, I think I did four rounds. I didn't get the transforming Goku or the Frieza. I did finally get Strength Rose and Vegito Blue, Tech Vegito Blue, which were kind of like what I was aiming for anyway. So I was happy to get both of them. Like I got practically almost everything else from the banner except the Goku and the Frieza. Who's better, LR Saiyaman or Physical Vegito Blue? I don't know. I think Vegito Blue's still better. Just because, I mean, Saiyaman's attack and defense is going to be higher, but Vegito Blue can still counter and attack multiple times. I feel like he's still better, especially if he's rainbowed, because you're going to be able to rainbow Saiyaman easy. If you had Vegito Blue also rainbowed, obviously Vegito Blue I think would be better. But if it's like 1 or 2 dupes, it might be a little closer, but Physical Vegito Blue probably would still be better. Pretty sure he's Super Saiyan 4 full power, meaning you can run both. Oh, okay. I haven't even tried that. Maybe I should try that and see. Do you have Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Yes. The full power one? Ranma, you should let me make you a layout if you want to, sure. There's a glitch obtaining 6-star ball. Are you talking about for the wish? There's a glitch? Really? Because I got it. Isn't? Oh, no. 6. Is it out? I don't think it's even out yet. If that's what you're talking about. Wait, not that one. We'll go with this one. You can run both Super Saiyan 4 Goku because they have a different name. Tech one is Ultra Full Power. The Strength one is just Super Saiyan 4. Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, you are right. Because I think I used to run them both on Pure Saiyan. I think I was running them on Pure Saiyan for fun. You got 2 Rose. Wish one of them was Turles, and 2 Angel Frieza. I finally got Angel Frieza. I've been trying to get Angel Frieza ever since he came out, and I struck out every time until this banner. This banner, I finally got him. Let's see, who else? So we were looking at ints, now let's go to Tech. Finally Rainbow Starred Angel Goku. And actually, he's the one I got the most from the Goku banner. I pulled him 3 times. Yeah, 3 times from the Goku banner. But I'd already had 3 pats in him, so I only needed 1. Kind of sucks, because the other 2 I had absolutely no use for. So I ended up just selling them for Baba points. And then we got Broly. who most people have replaced with Frieza, but since I didn't get Frieza, he's still my main extreme tech. He's really better on Super Saiyan 3 though. I haven't tried him on Pure Saiyan. He probably should be on Pure Saiyan also. I'm sure you'd probably be really good on there as well. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I finally got a dupe of him from tickets. I pulled him when he first came out on the 2nd anniversary, and then it just never came for me until the tickets. So the tickets finally gave me a path, so I could finally put some crit on him. And then we got my least favorite Neo God, Super 17. I just never cared for him. Plus my extreme AGL is not great anyway. And I didn't get the new 17, so it's like everything just makes it not appealing for me for this card. Like I'm using him, I use him on my villains team now that I got the Rose, the strength Rose, because I really don't have a choice. It's either him or LR androids. 17 I think is probably better. Glitch is only on global. Oh, for the potential system? I think you have to wait until the reset. I think that's why it's not working on global. At least that's my theory. I don't know. Because, yeah, I saw that. I saw people talking about that on Reddit, but since I play JP more, it was working fine for me. Can you beat Ultra Instinct with Ginyu Force? It'd be tough. You might be able to, like if you have them all rainbow starred and everything. The only problem is like towards the end, Goldo's gonna get wrecked. Ginyu, like Ginyu Goku might be alright, but it'd be tough since he's gonna be your hardest hitter. I'd probably replace Goldo with the physical LR Ginyu if you have him, if you're gonna try to do that. I've gotten 3 transformation Friezas on global. That's good. But 0 Angel Frieza Rose. Yeah, well, I mean, he's the main featured card. What's my favorite card? My favorite card is Bunny Bulma. That's why I rainbow starred her. She's my favorite card. My favorite card in general, though, will probably be LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm going to be serious. This one's probably my favorite card. I just like the art of the card. I love his super. His super is like my favorite super in this game. His 18 key super. On top of the fact that he hits hard as hell. That would probably be my favorite card. My other favorite card is actually God Tanks. The physical God Tanks. Like, he's always been a really good card for me. Like, he just seems to always crit at the right time for me. Like, even when I'm fighting against strength enemies, he always manages to just crit and just, like, not care. So he's saved me a bunch of times. Let me see, what else can we look at? Literally got dupes in everything, but didn't get Turles. Dokkan is laughing in my face. Turles is hard to get, though. Like, Turles has only been in, like, what, 2 banners, right? This is only the second one since he came out. I tried to pull for him. Not super hard. Like, I think I did, like, 3 or 4 multis on his banner and didn't get him, so I didn't think much of it. But he's really important if you have LR Broly. I don't have LR Broly. Like, he'd be perfect for Nate and his, like, 50 LR Brolys. That also happened to me on Goku's banner on Global, except it was UI Goku. Didn't Baba them though. Well, UI Goku, if you have him rainbowed, well, I don't know. I don't know what you would use the dupes for. Like, I guess you could keep one. Like, I remember back in the day with Strength Gogeta, what we would do is we would keep one undokkaned for specific events, because back then they used to have the events set up to where you could only use SSRs and below. Like, you couldn't use any UR cards. So, like, undokkaned Strength Gogeta was one of the better leaders back then. That's also back when cards weren't like super ridiculous. Like nowadays, you got like cards that are SSRs that are really ridiculous. Just pulled my third Tech Vegito Blue, but still no transforming Goku. Tech Vegito Blue is really good though. Like, I was so happy to finally pull him, because I spent so much money on his banner too and didn't get him. I was so mad. Can we get 20 likes on the stream? We'll see what happens. Any advice on how to beat UI Goku? Typically, whenever I look at boss fights, you try to see what the final form is going to be. And since his final form is going to be Int, especially for the newer bosses, it's going to be 2 fights of Int. Like, you can actually look at it and see what type of boss you're looking at. The dangerous thing about it is, you know, you want to plan for the last 2 bosses, so you'd probably take a physical team, but you have 2 strength before it. Depending on what type of team you want to take to fight it, I'd still go with physical and just try to be careful when you're fighting round 2 and 3, because you're still going to want to have the element advantage when you get down to the last 2 fights. If you have a balanced team that you don't mind being at neutral with, you could do that too. Like, if you took like a AGL team, an AGL team would probably do okay. But I would typically still pick a physical squad and just, like, you know, try to be careful when I'm fighting rounds 2 and 3. Because let's say you have Super Vegito. Super Vegito can still tank fairly well. The only thing you got to watch out for is a super. If you have, you know, regular Gotenks, or even if you Dokkan Awakened him, you can try to seal the super, and then that minimizes the risk when you're fighting rounds 2 and 3. Otherwise, you have him, you have Vegito Blue, you have even Kefla, because she can dodge. She has a chance to dodge. It's not as good as like Caulifla. Kefla is alright though. You have those 3 units. You can try to seal them, or just try to blast them away. You know, if you have God Tanks, hopefully he gets a crit to get you through that real quick. But that's what I would do. I want Turles for my Pure Saiyan team. Pure Saiyan? Would he be... I mean, he fits, but... I think there's better cards for Pure Saiyan. Still trying to get Rose. Yeah, I was really happy to finally get Rose. Even though I didn't really try for him that hard. The one thing that kind of pissed me off, so if y'all remember when Rose and Vegeta Blue came out, you know, they had that issue with the banner. Because Super Saiyan 3 Broly was shown in his TUR form instead of his SSR form. And so they refunded everybody's stones. I was so mad because I was thinking about trying a set. Like, I had enough to do a set on both. I did a set on Vegeta Blue and got nothing. And then I was so mad, I just went ahead and did the second set on him. Like, I was supposed to do one set on both. But I said, screw it. I got so mad that I got shafted that I did the other set on Vegeta Blue. And then I found out they had that issue, and then the refunded stones, and I was like, god damn it. Because I ended up summoning on it afterwards, and I still didn't get Rose. I just got a bunch of Kid Boos. What's up, Julius? My Realm of God team is almost perfect. I just need Evolution Blue Vegeta. Yeah, he's good, but it's a different type of good. Because he doesn't really attack super hard. Like, he does multiple attacks, but it's mainly just to buff his defense. He's more of a tank that can do some offense. He does 3 attacks, so, you know, if you get the super first, his next 2 attacks are just normal attacks. Like, he doesn't ever multi-super unless you get the extra attack from his potential tree and get lucky with that being a super, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish it was, you know, chance for a super on the other 2 attacks like Vegito Blue, but I mean, it's fine. Each attack buffs up his defense anyway. Did 3 rotations on the Goku banner for Ultra Instinct, still didn't get him yet. I got 1. I did get 1 Ultra Instinct, so I was happy about that. So that gave me, I think, just 1 dupe in him, but that's fine because that gives me crit. Like, for all the ints, it's great and it sucks because a lot of them are really good, but they don't have crit. Like, you don't get natural crit, so you have to get a dupe in order to be able to get crit on them. So I was happy to finally get a dupe on him. He's a 40% attack support, so he'd be good on the team. Plus 3 key. Yeah, that'd be good. My thing is, like, I don't like putting a unit on there just for support. Now, granted, Turles is a good unit though. He's you know, he's not just a regular support unit, so that'd actually be good. Do you mind beating Mastered Ultra Instinct so I can see? Yeah, we can run that. What's up, SSK? Am I summoning on the Goku and Frieza banner? I'm gonna do 1 multi because that banner is kind of trash from what I've seen. But I will try at least once just to see. Someone on the Frieza banner, he pulled Frieza, but I was like, you wanted Rose. Yeah, but you shouldn't be upset about that, because that Frieza's good. So, like I said, I'm going to take a physical team. I take a rainbowed. Do you have the 40% support cards? You're talking about the ones from the banners, like the individual banners? No. I hardly summon on those, but I might start doing that. I'll take these guys. I would use Kale, but nah. Kale's really good. Search this game as a joke, and I'm surprised someone is playing it. This is the first time I've seen this game. Explain what this game to me is. So, it's a Dragon Ball based puzzle game. If I'm really honest, it's really just a puzzle game, because the battlefield is a bunch of colored bubbles that you match up, and if you fill up their gauge, they'll do a super attack against the enemy, and then from that point on, it's just kind of strategy based on where to block, where to attack, based on which card you have. What's up, dump truck? You think there will be another Stone Cell? I feel like there will be another one, because this one's supposed to go away pretty soon, I think. Granted, I bought most of them. I think I have like one more set of the 90s if I wanted to do it, but I think I'm going to wait. Wasn't upset, but I wanted Rose, though. Yeah, I can understand that. So what do you think is better for the last slot on my Realm of Gods team? The new AGL Transformation Goku or Evolution Blue Vegeta? I think I'd go Vegeta, because I don't know what to do actually with that Goku, because I heard people say that you needed to build around each form, which I think it'd be hard to do. So I'd probably go with Vegeta, just because Vegeta, you know what you're getting with him. He's more of a tank, but I mean, he's a good tank. They should come more often, maybe every other month. You would think they would, as much as they like to go after people's money. You would think they would. I'm surprised they don't. Do you remember when the Hero Extermination Plan stages go away? No, not really. Does it say? It should say on there, doesn't it? Usually on the banner below, on the main screen, it'll show like dates on there. "40% in 3 key is too much for me to say no to." Yeah, I can understand that. Me, normally I just... If it's just a regular support, I'm iffy about it. But like, you know, Turtle is a good unit though, so that would actually be better. Gotta finish LR Saiyan Man, I think. Yeah, you should finish him. It's not hard. It's just annoying. Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't connect very well with a bunch of those Realm of Gods cards. Yeah, it depends. He's okay for some of them, but he does have some weird links. It goes away next month. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's supposed. All that stuff is going on until the beginning of October. So now we need a 3. Yeah, we should be able to get at least 1 crit out of this. Did I bring sealing support items for the event? No. I don't typically bring sealing events. I got a sealer already. Plus, I think when you get to the boss, I don't think you can seal him. Dragon Fierce, what's up? What am I trying to get? Nothing. I'm just like, someone asked me to show him how to beat the MUI event, so... This is gonna suck. Ah, this is the one. Okay, I remember this now. Shit. I was supposed to seal him with Gotenks, so I'm gonna die here. It's been a while since I've done this event, so I forgot about this. I don't think I do have a seal. No, I didn't bring a seal, so I'm done. I can bring a ghost, though. Hopefully he doesn't super first next round. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. I totally forgot about that. It would be nice if I could just like randomly just wreck him, but oh, we have to actually no. He stays in the same spot since I used the Ghost Usher, so I should be fine. I can seal him with Gotenks. Well, I shouldn't have blocked with him, but whatever. Well, maybe if he crits him. Actually, he might be dead before he can super anyway. Yep. Get absorbed by it. How's my Sunday going? So it's been raining most of the day. I was supposed to go out to an event in downtown, but it started raining really crazy, and I was like, forget it. My car's kind of allergic to rain, so I wasn't going to mess with that. And then Texans lost, which I was kind of expecting that. I didn't think we were going to beat the Patriots in their home stadium, but it was an okay game, but I was disappointed about that. It looks like Djokovic is about to win the U.S. Open, or if he has already won it. I watched the first 2 sets, but since he's up 2-0, and Del Potro looked like he was dying, I think it's over, if it's not already over. Besides that, not too much was going on. I was like, might as well stream for the hell of it, so I got nothing else going on. So now I'm just beating up Ultra Instinct Goku. But yeah, I do have to admit, I totally forgot about Spirit Bomb Goku. Because I typically don't bring ceiling support items. Especially on my physical team, because I have regular Go Tanks to seal. But I do bring Ghost Ushers. Did you get Kaioken Goku and Final Form Frieza? No. The new transforming units, I didn't get either one of them. We'll do that. What's your UI Goku SA at 10? Most of my main cards are already at 10. The only ones that aren't are like the newer cards, like the new Rose that I got and the Angel Frieza. I need to get Kai's for them. Now it's the fight against Mastered Ultra Instinct. You meant Dokkan Battle? What do you mean? What about Dokkan Battle? Let's do that. Does he even get key from that? No, I don't think he does. So never mind that. Let's do this and that and then that. UI Goku's theme is the best theme in Dokkan. It's really good. Like, I remember when the event first came out. Oh, it was really good. Like, I know a lot of people really liked it. But yes, super physical. Probably the best way to go. The only thing you got to watch out for is the two fights against Strength Goku, especially Spirit Bomb, since you're going to need to seal him so he doesn't insta-kill you. And then the other thing is you got to make sure your guys have crit, because otherwise you're not going to do significant damage on him. The last two should be fairly easy. Like, even if he supers you, since you have advantage, it's not going to do a terrible bunch of damage. I mean, it is a decent amount of damage he'll do to you, but I mean, you're going to have a lot of health, so it doesn't matter. Fun fact, when the Ultra Instinct Goku event came to Global, MUI Goku would never super attack you? Really? That'd make that super easy then. And that's the event. What's up, Gino? How you doing? I think no matter what team, like even if you took an AGL team against Master Ultra Instinct, I think he could still insta kill you with the Spirit Bomb. So no matter what, you'd have to seal him. So I think even like if I took Golden Frieza, I think he can still die from that. Did you miss the box showcase? Kinda. I mean, I'm still kind of going through it. I just did the Ultra Instinct real quick because someone asked me to do it. Some of these cards, I don't know why I still have them. I just have them just because. Like Super Strike. Like I think they forgot about some of these Super Strikes. Like they were supposed to do something more with a bunch of them. Well, not this one. This one already did. Let me see what else. I think it's just the... Which Super Strikes am I thinking of? It was like the Piccolo Jr. That one is one that's been missing for a long time. I haven't seen that one in a long time. I don't know when, if they'll ever bring that back. Because when they came out with the Namek category, I thought about that card, and I used to have him, but I think I got rid of him a while back, and I don't know why. So I was trying to see if they ever brought that back, because that's a card that I wanted to try to use on that team. But it never came back, so I don't have him anymore. The other one is what? Kibido Kai, I think? It's one of those Kais that... I think I saw. Yeah, this one. He never got his final whatever form, because like most of the other Super Strikes did, but like he didn't. Or Piccolo Jr. I don't even think does his event even come back? I don't even think it's come back. So there's those. General Bardock, thank you for the follow. Kibido's also gone. That kind of sucks. Huge box of here. It's because I kept a lot of cards for some stupid reason. Like, some stupid cards that I've kept are these Frosts. Like, I should get rid of these Frosts. But I feel like maybe one day they'll do something with them. Like, there's 3 of these cards. They all suck. Like, all 3 of them suck. But I just kept them. I don't know why. I figured one day maybe they'll do something with them. Devilman is Devilman. You have to have him. We have these metal coolers from his event from a long time ago. I think I have one of each type. There's the AGL. Let me see. AGL. There's the Tech. I'm fairly certain I kept one of each. And I don't even know why I did. I just did. What? Did I not have an int one? I thought I had an int one. Because I have the LR one. I have the SSR one finally. That took me a while to get. Maybe he's not transformed yet. Maybe he might be down here. Or not. Do I not have one? Are you kidding me? Do I not have an int one? Or was there not an int one? Actually missing one? That's weird. I could swear I had one for each element. Okay, so I'm missing one of those. Because I have a strength one here. And then I'm pretty sure I have a physical. Yeah. So I'm missing an int one. I don't know why I'm missing an int one. He hasn't been back since the first year anniversary. Wow. That sucks. Rip him. Followed you on Twitch. Awesome. Thank you, dude. Full power Frost. I would like to see a full power Frost. I thought that was really cool when he powered up. But, yeah, they haven't really done too much for him. I think you're the only person I know that keeps Frost. I actually really liked Frost when they showed him. I thought he was an interesting character. Like, it's not quite Frieza. That's what we were calling him. He's like, he's not quite Frieza. Like, I like this whole, I'm going to pretend to be a good guy, and then, nah, I'm not really a good guy. I thought that was cool. Because Frieza is already, like, my favorite villain in Dragon Ball. So, it being, like, a different take on him, I thought was really cool. Let's see. This is one of the ones from was it Heroes? It's one of those the combination banners that they did a while back. What else do I have here? Here's my Rainbow Star AGLs. I'm like one path away from rainbowing the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the AGL one. And I think I'm like one path away from Godku also. Yeah, one path short on Godku. Got the LRs. We got this Bardock, who I haven't rainbowed yet. I probably will sooner or later. So this stupid Bardock is the one that transforms from that Super Saiyan Bardock, the SR, that I kept getting over and over again. For the ones that have been following my channel for a while, this is the one that I got like 5 or 6 in one multi. This stupid card. Like, I didn't even want to do this at first, but I'm like, you know, I pulled this card so many times. I guess I owe it to myself to go ahead and turn him to Super Saiyan 3. So why not? We got Tarble. Like, a lot of the event cards, I try to Rainbow Star for the hell of it. You have this Bardock, which I didn't even need this Bardock because I have the Tech one, Grade 8. So I have, like, most of the Grade 8 cards. I think I'm only missing a couple. You kept the Frost too? Nice. I've always had notifications for you, just barely comment for some reason. That's cool. That's whatever. That's a chill stream, so people can do what they want. Let's see, a Golden Frost and a Golden Cooler Dual Dokkan Fest. So, I just saw, what is it, the 3rd episode of that Dragon Ball Heroes on YouTube. They're doing some crazy stuff on there. I wonder if they will probably do a banner for that someday. Like, I bet you they will. They've already done Heroes banners before, so some of those cards, like Golden Cooler, is on there, so that'd be pretty interesting for them to do that. Janembu, yeah. Back on the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku Masked Saiyan banner, I remember that was funny. Yeah. Well, it was funny for y'all. It wasn't funny for me. I was having a mental breakdown from that. I think it pissed me off. So this Goku, the old school Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I recently got him like maybe two or 3 months ago. Like, this is one of the older cards in the game, and it took me 3 years almost to get this card. Because he's supposed to be better than Kaioken. I'm supposed to replace Kaioken with him as soon as I rainbow him. I need to get two more paths on him before I replace him. Because my Kaioken's Rainbow Star. That's the main reason why I still use him. Although I don't use him on my main Super AGL team. I only use him when I use Super AGL Pure Saiyan. Which, there's, like, Battlefield, you have 2 leaders. Okay, so that's the other thing about Battlefield. So let me explain that. So in Battlefield, you can't use friends. So what they do to circumvent that is you have your leader, and then you have your sub-leader. And so you use the leader skills of both of them for your team. So my Super AGL team is one of my strongest teams on Battlefield, because what I do is I use Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta first, as the main lead, and then sub-lead I use Evolution Vegeta. And then what I do after that is I make sure everybody's Pure Saiyan at that point on the AGL squad, and that ends up being pretty much my strongest team on there. So that's one thing you have to look out for when you're making your teams on Battlefield, is you have your leader and your sub-leader. So you want to make sure your sub-leader is at least either, like, you can do Neo God and then God lead, or Neo God and like maybe one of the LRs that have a 90% lead, or some of the other cards that also have a 90%, you know, plus 3 key, 90% attack, HP, defense. That's one thing to look out for whenever they bring Battlefield over to Global. Alright, need to watch the new episode. It came out, I think, last week. It was pretty recent. Bandai will, it's all about the money. Yeah, I mean, we know. Eventually they'll bring it back. Didn't you ban someone from the stream who called it? Yeah, man dude. Rip to man dude. He's in the Discord, but he's not super active anymore. I don't know what he does anymore. He used to be in the streams a lot, but he's been, like, ever since he moved to Canada, he's been like busy with stuff. So we don't see him that much anymore. But shoutouts to man dude. Xenomorph Games, what's up? Calling it now, we might get a dual Dokkan Fest based on the new Broly movie, since there's leaks about Gogeta being canon. I did hear a little bit about that. I know that some people have been talking about that. It would be interesting to see them do it, because it was what, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is what they were talking about. But that probably won't be until December. So the movie comes out in December in Japan, which means we would either see a leak in V-Jump in November or December. My guess would be, if that is going to happen, we would see a leak for it in V-Jump in November for it to come out in December, in time for it to coincide with the movie release. And then that celebration would go on, because that'll probably be like towards the end of December and January. Because Global's not getting, well, not Global, the rest of the world doesn't get the release of the movie until January. But it would still be a good time for it to be, you know, a collaboration, or not collaboration, I guess that's not really a collaboration, just an event for it on both JP and Global. And then that would go on probably like late December, January-ish. And then when that's done, it'd be time for the 4th anniversary in JP. Like, if they're going to do it, that's probably the time frame we're going to. Pretty sure someone said you get a lot of Bardoks and you ban them or something. Sounds about right. And I'm pretty sure Man Dude was the one that said that. Usually I kick people for when they predict Whis, because I usually get a lot of Whis. If it's not SR Bardock, it's usually Whis. Those are like my spirit animals in this game. Okay, we got Dispo recently, so my space squad is a little bit better, because I wanted to put all the space squad together. I want them to release more of the troopers, because they've only released 3. It's only Jiren, Topo, and Dispo. Although the others really weren't anything special. Like, you had Fake Rolento. Like, I think he's the only one that really featured. Like, the rest of them got wrecked in the tournament so fast that you really didn't know too much about them. Let's see what else we got here. Ultimate Gohan. This is like the last of the Ultimate Gohans for me. The AGO one, because I had gotten all the others, and then he was like the last one for me to get. We recently got this guy, because I wanted a Giants lead. Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about Great Apes, so we'll take a look at all my Giant cards real quick here. The whole leaks about Gogeta is because the old movies, Fusion, Reborn, Broly, episode of Bardock are coming to theaters to hype up the new Broly movie. Cool. Can you give me tips on Dokkan, you're new? Depends on what kind of tips you're looking for. Basically, the best thing to do at the beginning is just grind story when you're starting, and then hold on to your orbs. you're not your orbs, your dragon stones. What you want to do is you want to level up as much as you can, and then grind story to get your dragon stones. And now's a good time to do the summons since you get the 3+1. We have it for a little over a day. I would say just grind as much of the story as you can, level up, you know, get more stamina, get as many dragon stones as you can, and then do your summons on either Goku or the Frieza banner. Either one is fine because a lot of the cards on both banners are really good. If you get most of the banner cards, like let's say you were doing Goku and you pulled like each one of those cards on the main banner, like if you pulled the Goku, Ultra Instinct, Vegeta, Vegeta Blue, Angel Goku, oh, Kaioken's whatever, but like let's say if you pulled all the rest of them, like the main cards from that banner, I would switch over to the Frieza banner. Early on, it's not worth it to go for dupes. Later on, endgame it is, but I think at the beginning it's better to just get different cards, like get as many different cards as you can instead of just getting dupes. So I would grind story, get as much dragon stones as you can, and then try to summon and see if you can get any of these good cards. And that would be the best thing to do at the beginning. Okay, so we were looking at Tapion, the AGL Tapion, I can't pronounce his name. The dodging boss guy. So I finally got him, so I finally got my great giant lead. So that means I can play all kinds of giant teams. So Great Apes, I have quite a few of them. I have the Turles, Vegeta, the Bardock's free. You can get him from the event, the revamped event, which is really cool that they revamped the event. That was the Bardock event was like one of the first events I ever did on Dokkan Battle. So it was really cool to see them revamp it, which means hopefully they'll revamp a lot of the older ones, the older events. That'll be something fresh to do. Let's see, is there any? Oh, his buddy. He's one of the last ones I got. I've got those Great Apes. Let's see. Tech-wise, I think the only tech one was Bardock, which we do have the Bardock Great Ape. Where is he? Did I pass him? I think I passed him. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, because I have him. I think he's still better than the AGL, even if he's rainbowed. So I normally just use him if I'm going to use him. We have Nappa, who's free, but he's like one of the rarest chances, I think, out of all the Great Ape to earn Great Ape. Is there another int Great Ape? Oh yeah, there is one. The God Shugesh. Can't forget him. Strength, we got Raditz. Well, this Piccolo's a giant also. There's a lot of giants. We got the... What was it? Fasha. Where is Fasha? There she is. Like, we got all of Bardock's team. Then physical... Physical is Kid Kid Goku. Kid Goku is... I feel like I passed him. No, well, not that one. There's a lot of Kid Gokus in physical for some reason. I think it's this one. That's the one. Kid Goku and... Where's that last? This dude. So yeah, we got the whole Bardock Great Ape squad. Actually, is that all? I think I do have all of them. Haven't seen Whis in a while. Espacio and Blanco, what's up? Tapion. Bergamo gets to be the star. Oh, let's not start with that. Bergamo is another giant. I don't think I have all its paths open. I don't think I pulled that many of them. No, I've only pulled 3 of them. Thank God! I have not pulled all kinds of them. We got Lord Slug. Actually, he's a giant lead too, isn't he? Like, I think that one is not a Namekian lead. He's just a giant lead. I hated farming Tapion medals. Dodges everything. Yeah, you need the flute. There's 2 things you can do. You can either use the flute, or I used to take my physical squad or my either a physical squad or Boost Saga. I would take either one of those. Typically, you could do that one or the other. Actually, physical would probably be better. So you can have both Vegito Blue on there. Yeah, it'd be better doing that, because what I'd do is I would take Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, Kefla, and Kale, and try to get as many extra attacks as possible, because he'll dodge most of it, but you're hoping, you know, the one he doesn't dodge ends up being, you know, a crit. So that was how I would try to beat it if I didn't have flutes, is I would try to see how many attacks I could do, and hopefully, you know, some of them hit, so hopefully he doesn't dodge like everything. I hope they revamp the future Gohan story event. That'd be cool if they did. Don't see people using full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku anymore. The problem is, I think full power teams are weird. Like, they're not altogether great. Like, let me look at the category. Like, even when I try to make teams for full power, it's weird. That's probably why. For full power, like, let's say I try to make a full power team. If I try to make a full power team, we would have LR Gohan. Since I just got him, I would throw him on there regardless, no matter what. Super Saiyan 3 LR Goku, definitely throw him on there. Evolution Vegeta would definitely go on there. If you have the new Goku and Frieza, they fit in that category, although I don't have them, so I don't put them on there. Kefla's on there. Like, you have the free-to-play Kale, which is interesting that she's on there, but not the other Kale. Like, if the other Kale was on there, I wouldn't mind throwing her on there, but not the free-to-play Kale. Let's see who else is on here. That Kaioken, the new one, is on here, which is interesting. You have the... Let's see, Super Vegeta. I would never throw him on here. I hate that. I hate that Super Vegeta. A lot of the Gokus unfortunately overlap. Full Power Frieza would fit on there, but I don't think he fits well with these characters. You could put Broly if you have, I guess, physical Broly. Is LR Broly not on this? I see physical Broly and the OG Broly, but not the LR Broly. That's kind of dumb. You would think they would put him on there. That's only 4 really good cards that you can throw on there, I think. Because I guess you could put Broly on there, since he would at least kind of work. Caulifla, you could throw Caulifla on there, I guess. But that's not anything great. I think that's probably the reason, to be honest. Like, these teams are weird. Trying to make a team for full power is not altogether great. Like, the card is good. Like, that Goku is fine. Like, I like throwing him on Super Tech or Pure Saiyan or something like that. Turn on the light. Getting too dark. But yeah, that's more than likely why you don't see that card that often. Like, I don't even use that team very often because of that. So we're looking at Great Apes. I have like a bunch of Yamchas for no reason. Like, we have the non-Dokkan one with him talking trash. And then we have his final form. Where is it? Where's his final form? And I want them to bring the event back because I want to finish up my Yamchas. I was really sad when it was April Fool's and they didn't bring it back. And there's his final form. Poor Yamcha. And then we have the tech ones also. The one flipping you off. And then the result of flipping you off. Oh, those are great. Like, a lot of these cards I just kept just because, like the Oolong, the new summon animation to let you know that you got something. I remember I was working on this Jiren because I hadn't pulled the regular Jiren, and then I finally managed to pull the regular Jiren and I stopped. I totally stopped on it. I was going to try and Rainbow Star that Jiren, but yeah, I totally stopped on that. I'm trying to see what else y'all are talking about. Whis. So we have this Whis. It's actually pretty good. Tech Whis is pretty good. Like, he reduces attack, and you pair him up with his best friend here, Pycon and Whis. It's one of the best combos in the game because they link up so well, and then they just keep reducing attack. Like, I don't know how useful it is now since they do a lot of things. Like, I don't like how they changed. Like, the new meta for boss fights I don't like. You know, you can't stun them. You can't seal them. You can't reduce their attack. It's like you just ruined so many cards because there's a lot of cards that were built just for specific tasks, like sealing, reducing attack, or stunning. And now you made those cards worthless because if you can't do that to a boss, what's the point of using them? It's like almost like forcing you to have to summon for better cards, and I think that sucks. I think it was a better way they could have done to make boss fights more challenging than just, you can't stun, you can't reduce their attack, you can't seal them. It's like you took a lot of strategy out of the game and just made it glory fest. Just hit them as hard as you can. Who remembers this Goku? I think when I first started playing the game, this was like a card that I got in my gift box and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, this card is so cool. And then I never used it again. Same with this Goku. Like, these were like some of the first free cards I remember getting was this Goku and the Angel Goku. You pulled like 2 or 3 Bergamos, nice. Box showcase. You just gotta hit them really hard, I know. It's annoying. Like, I can do them, like, I don't have problems with the events, but it's annoying because I liked back then when it was like, okay, let's use this guy so we can seal him. Let's use General Blue so we can stun him. Now you can't even use him. Cowboys fan, what's up? Yeah, Angel Goku, I know, right? Let me see, what's in it? Oh, there's, when you hit 777 days, you get this Hercule. It was utterly bad. One day I might rainbow him. Maybe. I think I have like all the Beeruses except the LR Beerus. Here's the World Tournament one. World Tournament cards used to be cool before they made a whole summon where you just get any of them. Like, it's okay, but it's just like it ruins the drive to work on the World Tournament now. Like, it used to be back in the days, like, that's the whole reason why you tried hard in the World Tournament, was to get one of those cards. It's not like the cards were good, they were trophies. Now it's like, whatever. It's like this World Tournament, I worked a little bit. Like, the last 2 World Tournaments ago, I made top 20k, and I got that card, and I was pretty happy about that. This time around, I was like right outside top 20k, and I wasn't even really that upset. I was like, well, I didn't make top 20k. I'll just wait until they go into the banner if I feel like trying to pull for them. That's pretty much what it's like nowadays for the World Tournament. Like, I'd just rather go for the regular missions, and then once I finish all those, it's like I don't want to waste stones anymore after that. Like, once you do the 30 million, which is like the hardest of all the missions to do, is like that 30 million, and then once you do that, it's like, you know, do you really want to spend stones on the World Tournament? You pulled Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito on a multi on JP. Nice. JT Prime with a subscription. 15 months? Holy shit. Dude. It's amazing, man. We're going to celebrate that. Thanks, dude. Much appreciated. As always. What else was it? Rip World Tournament cards. You rainbowed Broly. Is he worth it? Okay, Bio Broly is a good tank, especially for boss fights. He's one of my better tanks, actually, especially on Extreme Tech. Although now I can use him on Resurrected Warriors, and that's since I got the Angel Frieza, which will be even better. He gets additional defense buff when he's fighting against one enemy, so that's why he's great for boss fights. His attack sucks. He's never going to be good attacking, but he's a great tank, and I have no regrets rainbow storing him because that just helps him buff. Plus, I put as much as I could into dodge, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I put as much as I could in dodge. Yeah, 11 crit just in case, and then 15 dodge. He dodges quite a bit. Like, he's been my most reliable tank. Because the thing is, like, with Golden Frieza, he's a good tank too, but he has a health restriction. And, you know, on Extreme Tech, if you're forced to have to block with Broly, like Super Saiyan 3 Broly eats it so bad. You dip below 50% so quick. So, Golden Frieza, unfortunately, as good as a tank as he is, he loses it almost just as fast. Like, if you get him first round to block, that's fine, but after that, it's iffy. Cell is a better tank, just because he doesn't have the restriction. He just needs to get orbs. But it's still nice to have him on the squad just because he can actually hit decently. Unlike Bio Broly. Bio Broly, he's a good tank. That's the reason why I rainbowed him. That's because I wanted to get his dodge as much as I could, and then, you know, whatever stats I could put on him. You got top 200 this last time around. Had to have hit. Is he even that good? Like, it's cool to get him. Like, they're good prizes, but yeah, I don't really care too much about that. Ginyu Force. We worked on all the Ginyu Force. I think I have one dupe in the Goku Ginyu. Yeah, one dupe. I haven't really tried too hard to get dupes of them. Like, I do the Battlefield event, and I get all the Battlefield gems, but I haven't. I've been buying a bunch of the other stuff. Like, I ended up buying a lot of potential orbs from it. They used to have Kai's, but I think I bought all of them from there, so I usually don't end up saving enough to get him or get his dupes. How do I clean up my cards? What do you mean? Like, what are you trying to clean up? Like, which ones to get rid of? I'm the wrong person to ask for that. Because if you look here at the bottom, I have a lot of SSRs that I've been holding on to. I don't know why. Like, a bunch of them are paths. But a lot of these are not very good cards, so I don't know why I'm saving up for paths. But I guess I just am. Like, some of them are okay. Like, the Trunks, that Gohan, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I don't know. I've just been holding on to them. I need to figure out which ones I'm keeping, which ones I'm getting rid of. I need to get more reverse items. That's the other thing. Like, I don't hold on to reverse items that well, which is what I need. Like, I need a whole bunch of them so I can finally unlock some of these paths. The thing is that, like, a lot of them aren't even SA10, so even if I did unlock the paths, like, obviously I'd go for bottom right for the most part, but some of them are not going to be SA10 anytime soon. So I'm the wrong person to ask for that. Let's see. I just made sure I was in top 5 locally because AGL hit sucks. Was he AGL? Wasn't he? I thought it was. Yeah, I guess he was AGL. Hit. The STR one is that one from the banner. You ended up getting 2 of them though. Nice. Should I farm LR, Super Saiyan, Goku, and Frieza? What do you mean farm? First off, he's not even out yet. Rainbow Cell is a great tank. Yeah. Well, Cell's a great tank in general. Like the Tech Cell. Because he gets buff. Like, his EZA gave him... Well, I think the old one did too. Like, when you TUR'd him. But EZA, if you finished him up, he gets additional attack and defense per orb that he collects. So, you know, each orb you get, getting more defense, and that helps out his tanking ability as well as his hitting ability. Mass Saiyan is a decent tank in SBR. Yeah, Mass Saiyan is a good unit in general. He lowers enemy attack as well. He's a good card. He's probably one of the best cards you can get that's not a Dokkan exclusive. I was using hit dupes to max the SAOG on the strength hit. Strength hit, though, does he hit hard? Like, I thought he was just mainly a support unit. Could have rainbowed int hit twice over. Don't remind me. I have int hit. I was hoping he'd be better. Like, when he Dokkan Awakened, I was hoping he'd be good. He's not. Kind of sucks. You mad? Did the multi? You got int Turles. Oh, that sucks. I got int Turles too from the banner. And it sucks because mine's rainbowed. He's okay. He's decent. He's a good unit. But he's more of a support unit, you know, because he's +3 with his passive. Unfortunately, his main attribute was stunning, but you know, we've already talked about stunning in bosses. Nowadays, it's like whatever. Let's see what else we got here. We got the old school Final Form Frieza. This was like a top tier card way back in the day, and then he quickly fell off the rails. And I like this card. I really like this card. I like the classic pose and everything. The only problem was, like, you could Dokkan Awaken him to Golden Frieza, but his stats weren't that much better. So there was, like, no point. Like, it was better, like, if you had the orbs, because you had all his forms, so I still have the old school, you know, 3rd form. I have his 2nd form also. Like, I kept all his forms. Like, I didn't feel like transform. I was going to, but then when I found out when you transform them all into Golden Frieza, they can't be on the same team anymore. I was like, that's stupid. So I just left them in their form. So I still have the second form. First forms, I think I got rid of them. Like, I used to keep the SR ones until the LR one came out, and I was like, you know what? The LR one is way better. Well, there's no point keeping the SR ones anymore, so I kept that one instead. I mean, there's a bunch of first forms, though. Like, there's that one. Well, the Int one I don't think I kept. I used to keep the Int one until I Dokkanned him. Because there was the Int one. He Dokkans into final form also. Yeah, this one. And then there was the one that they gave us. Like, they used to do those missions on Twitter, and it had like that impossible mission. So we had a tech one. Let me see, where is he? Yeah, this one. I have all of them. I have them just to have them, unless they're Max and Rainbow. The Tech LR, Super Saiyan Goku, and Frieza. I mean, it's not out yet. How good is Interlas? Interlas is a support unit that stuns. Like, he has a high rate to stun. So if you're doing an event where he can stun, he's nice to have. Otherwise, he's just going to be a +3 key support. All hits suck. Yeah. Unfortunately. 1,000 Dragon Stones, Jesus. That Frieza isn't even in banners anymore. I'm pretty sure they're not. There's a lot of these cards that are like super old that I have. You finally pulled Strength Rose? Congrats, man. I don't even know why I'm keeping this pan. This pan was like a good tech support for a while. But, like, now there's no point in me keeping her. I don't know why I kept her. Like, she's like +3 for tech types. I don't remember if it's just super tech or just tech in general. I think it's tech in general. Old school Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is, like, probably the worst Super Saiyan 3 card out of all of them. Like, he's just not good. It's just a shame. The strength ones are way better. Like, the GT one's way better. Y'all got the good ones on Global, because I don't think they ever came to JP. Like those two new ones that came out, but they're mirroring the Super Saiyan 3 Gohan and Trunks that came out over here. Do I play Global? I do, just not as much as I play JP. All 1,000 were farmed or saved. Ugh, that sucks. That hurts the most, spending all that time and then not getting what you want out of it. This is a really good free-to-play card for World Tournament, at least up to a point. I don't know how good he is when you go up to max level, like when you get up to, like, you know, 25 or 30 difficulty, times 25 or times 30. But before that, like when you're doing, like, you know, times 10, I think up to times 10, he still clears people out, because he's a free-to-play AoE that's easy to rainbow. So, like, if you never got lucky to get Majin Vegeta or Broly, he's a decent choice. We got the infamous Int Cell card that's, like, been terrible since the beginning of time. Of course, we were talking about Hit. Unfortunately, Hit sucks. Like, Hit is so hype in the anime, and he's so terrible in this game. Like, I don't understand. Like, how hard is it to make one of them good? This 16, until the new 16 came out, this was like his best card, the Super Strike one. And he's still pretty decent, because he's a decent tank for when you're fighting tech. Like when he's the strong element and he's blocking, he's still a good tank. He doesn't hit worth shit, but he's a good tank. Considering that he's just a free super strike card, that's pretty good. But still, Turles is haunting me on the banner. You never got the physical cooler? Physical cooler is so good. King Vegeta. Like I remember back then when you had to use super strike cards, King Vegeta was like god tier for the Goku, the LR Goku event back then. Him and Chilled, like you had to have those two cards to do LR Goku back then. Like those were the three kings for LR Goku, was 16, King Vegeta, and Chilled. Now that you can use any card, nobody cares. Nobody cares about those cards anymore. All the Super Strike cards died. You had those three. You had Jackie Chun to seal. And then you had General Tao. Because he was like, you needed just 9 key, I think, to super with him. And he had a chance like to crit. Or something like that. Like he had, I think he had a chance to crit. Those were like the top Super Strike cards back then, but you know, no one cares about them now. There's no point using them. I was kind of sad when they took off the restriction, but I kind of understand why they did it. Like people were complaining, although that's just them being lazy. Like it wasn't even hard to do the Super Strike events, so it's whatever. King Vegeta was the best one at the time, at least. Yeah, he was good. Got Rabbit guy, King Rabbit or whatever. I think he's a gangster. Gangster Rabbit's what I would probably call him. We got this cooler. So the SR cooler that this transforms from is like, he has an event where he drops from, but it's so hard to get him to drop. It is so hard. He like is like pulling an LR trying to get him to drop from his stupid event. It was easier to just summon for him. And then the cooler's not even good. I mean, he's so terrible. I bought him from the shop because I thought he'd be good for my villains team, especially Extreme Int. Because at the time I didn't have a lot of Extreme Int cards, but now that I have way better Int Extreme cards, I don't even use this guy anymore. Got the Tien. I guess he's Extreme type, since he's up there. Like, I pulled him from the Dragon Ball summons from the World Tournament when he first came out, but I never used him. I just got this guy. Like, he came out a long time ago, too, with his banner. And he was sought after because he was a +3 key card. Like, back then, +3 leaders were pretty rare. But his was conditional, though, because you had to be, like, 50% HP and up. So if you started getting wrecked towards the end of the fight, you lost that +3. That sucked. And then we got the God, General Blue. This dude was so king back in the day because he had the highest chance to stun. Like, he had 2 ways to stun you. His passive would stun you, had a chance to stun you just for being on the board, and then his super had a high chance to stun. So for a lot of boss fights, if you couldn't do them, there was 2 things you could do. You could either try, well, no, 3 ways. There's 3 things you could do. One was trying to nuke the boss, or number 2 would be trying to devilman the boss. Back when you could, you know, continually reset, people would do that, trying to see if they could just devilman the guy. And then the third one was just trying to stun lock the boss. And if you were trying to stun lock, this is the guy you wanted on your squad. Like, he was one of the better cards back in the day for that. Of course, now he's pretty much useless. There's an SSR one that came out later for the Arlay banners. I don't know how good he is because I never got him. But I would imagine he has to hit harder, because this guy doesn't hit hard at all. I don't know why I kept this Vegeta. This is like a really good card back in the day also, because like he just hit hard, especially for SR card. But I don't know, I just kept him just for nostalgia, I guess. He's a card that I relied on back in the day. Like I said, I keep a bunch of junk. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I'm keeping this card. This card's worthless too. Like, this isn't... Yeah, this is a terrible card. This is a worthless card. I don't know why I'm keeping him. But he's there. I never got 21, so I had to get the free-to-play one. So, of course, I Rainbow Starred her. One day, I'm hoping to pull the strength one. Free-to-play... Kale, we finished her, we finished Godku. This Godku, I don't think a lot of people talk about the Int Godku as much as the Strength one, but this one's a pretty good card. Like, I was using him on my main Super Int squad for a while because he hits hard and he can tank. He was the first one that I Rainbow Starred out of that group, and I always thought he was pretty good. We need a good King Vegeta, he would be cool. I'm okay with him not having one because he's not really someone they show too much in the series. So they could, but I'm okay with them not. What about the fighters category? So I never pulled 21. The only one of the 3 new units that I got was 16 because I didn't get MVP 17. I really wanted him to. So many Bardoks, but one King Vegeta. I know, right? Well, I mean, he died super early. That's all I can say about it. I didn't go over Mai. So this Mai, I have like all her slots open. She's another stunner. The AGL one, the waifu one, is really good because she's a good support and she stuns. There you see the top tier cards going on. You know, out of these cards, okay, so out of these Int cards that I'm showing, so we got the Goku Jr., we got the Future Trunks, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This one, the Demigod one, oh, I love this card. He can tank, and I love his super. Like the beatdown super. Like that was one of the most hype scenes for me in Dragon Ball Super. Him beating down Rose. That super is one of my favorites too. Ultimate Gohan, I'm like one path from Rainbow Starring him. But no, but the one card I love out of this group is this Gohan. This Gohan is not even TUR. He's just a regular SSR. But like his passive with this, like I think it's like 60%. Yeah, his 60% attack and defense up, plus he gets additional I think attack boost from his super. Like I think he gets rising attack for 3 turns from his super. This guy is a beast. Like on Super Int or Super Saiyan 3 category, this guy is awesome. So I'm hoping one day they'll bring back his banner. I'd like to get one more so I could Rainbow Star him. And I'm hoping when they bring it back, they'll TUR him and the Trunks. I never got the Trunks. I would like to at least get one of the Trunks because he's a good tank. I think, well, they don't really need tanks on AGL, but it'd still be nice to have. Plus, it'd be an option to throw onto the Super Saiyan 3 squad, because right now my main tank on there is usually Bardock and Vegeta. Obviously, we've got Ultra Instinct, Gogeta, LR Gohan, which I recently got from tickets, LR Vegito, or Goku and Vegeta. Got the Bardock, Baseball Yamcha. He's like always talking shit. This is why he always gets beat up. You talk too much shit. Which would you say is better, Rainbow LR Vegito Blue or Rainbow Tech Vegito Blue? That's a tough question, because the thing is, like, LR Vegito Blue hits so hard. He is really, really good for that. Vegito Blue hits harder over time. Like, if you're looking for a short fight, then LR Vegito Blue is better. If you think it's going to be a long fight, Tech Vegito Blue is better. I think LR is a better tank. But if it's a longer fight, Tech would be better. So it's not like, they're both really good. And obviously LR, since he's free, you know, everybody can get him. So I can't really say one is better for the other. It depends on what kind of fight you're doing. If it's a short fight, LR is better. If it's a long fight, Tech will probably be better. So, did Bardock, but then the fan service happened. I love Bardock, just saying. Bardock's cool though. Everybody likes Bardock. And Bardock is top tier in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, he supposedly got nerfed, but then he's still really good. Let's see, what else was there? I have like most of the waifu characters. Like, somehow I managed to get like all the waifus. Like, here's the Videl. Waifu Videl. We got Bra. We got... Was there another second one? There was another tech one somewhere. 18. We're Bayteen. We had Mai. Which the Valentine's units, the waifu units are on, I think, all the banners too, because they're definitely not Dokkan exclusive. Pan. Oh, we got the Chi-Chi. And then Pan. And Bulma. I think Bulma was the last waifu one. And then we got this card, which this pissed me off when they gave us this card. I wanted it to be an actual card that you could use in the game. Iron Super Saiyan 5, thanks for the follow. Do you have a Pure Saiyan team? Yeah, I do. He got one punched, man. Oh god. But I was mad when this card came out because you can't do anything with it. It's not an actual playable card. I wanted it to be a playable card where all the girls would come out and do their own super animation. So I was pretty upset about that. Because like the past two times they gave out a card, I think it was like both times for April Fools, we got the Yamchas the first time, which I was hoping they would bring that event back, but they haven't. Well, no, they technically did. They did it the first time, and then they brought him back for the baseball Yamcha. But I need them to bring it back again so I can finish my other ones. And then the other time, the second time they did April Fools, we got the Cybermen, which I was pretty upset that they advertised a Cybermen fighting game that I was so hyped for, and then they're like, yeah, April Fools, we're not doing one. But at least they gave us this card. Rip King Vegeta. We had those anniversary cards they gave us too. Like, there's a lot of free cards that they would give us, but like they're not useful. They're not cards that we use. Like this is. So I was saying the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was the worst one. It's actually this one. This one's just no point using this one. This was the one that they gave us. The rumor is For the 4th anniversary, we're going to get a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, since we got 3 here. But the question is, what are they going to do with 5 if they do that? It'd be interesting to see. Whis. Go away. Go away, Whis. Let's see. I got this Jackie Chun recently, the new one from the World Tournament. Finally got him. I think for the World Tournament cards, I'm still missing a few from the Dragon Ball side. I'm missing Young Demon Piccolo. And actually, I think that's it. I think that's the last one I need from the Dragon Ball side. I have most of the Dragon Ball cards. Because I just got him, and I got the Strength Goku recently. We got fake LR Gohan. The card that everyone gets pissed off when they pull him, because they're like, this is supposed to be LR Gohan, what the hell? I wish we had Salbai Battle. You Zennied all your Super Strikes on JP? Okay, good for you. Super Saiyan 3 Int Goku is okay as a support unit if you have a full Super Saiyan 3 team. Int Super Saiyan 3 Goku is okay as a support if you have a full Super Saiyan 3 team. I guess, but I'd rather just put a regular Super Saiyan 3 card. Like, my Super Saiyan 3 team is pretty stacked. I don't really need him to be a support. The one, the only, the myth, the legend, the young god Super Saiyan. Definitely not young. Definitely old. Is part 2 out? No. Part 2 probably won't be out until midweek. Or at least a couple days. As long as 3+1 is out, it won't be out until that's over. Saibai Battle is a Cyberman game thing. Oh, that was the name of it. Yeah, they had that, and then the last April Fools was supposed to be the dating sim. Which I thought was funny, but, you know, I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I was like, whatever. Let's see, we got this Gohan. So, this PyCon, they changed from Global. Global, I think he was Strength type. Here they made him Int type. And I got him during his, you know, his banner, so I got the medals to Dokkan him. I didn't get Kaioken until way later. Like, I got him like a month or 2 ago, so now I have him, the Kaioken one. But I can't get his medals because his event's gone. So he's just sitting there. So that sucks. Tarble. I mean, this is the only Tarble at the time when he came out, so I kept him thinking they would do something with him. Yeah, that never happens, so he's worthless just sitting there. Pokemon, which is great for World Tournaments. Jacko, I showed earlier. Oh, I didn't show him, but he's in there. He's also great for World Tournaments. All these free-to-play, like the Kale and Caulifla, I kept like one of each type since they transform. Like you Dokkan her, she becomes Legendary Kale. So I just like kept them, like one of each type, just because. Oh, we got the old school Bulma. I kept one of that form and one where she's Dokkaned. I did the same with the Bunny Bulma too. Bulma's my favorite character, so I got a bunch of those Bulmas. I don't know why I kept this guy. He was alright back in the day, but he's worthless now. But I guess I just kept him because they don't really have much of him. Like, I think that's the only card of him. Just like, I don't know why I kept the little bro. He's kind of pointless too, but whatever. We got the old school Goku, who's not good either, but I just kept him. It's like I said, I kept a lot of cards just to keep them. Like, I don't know why. This was the last Japan versus the World contest Vegeta. Rainbowed him, because why not? And then you see all the other better cards. We got the OG Broly, we got the Cell that I just recently Rainbow Starred. Frank the Tank, what's up? Part 2 comes the 13th? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I have all the paths open for... No, one path short. That Vegeta. The Goku on the other side, I do have Rainbow Starred. We got Crap Masu. He suffered from the same fate as Hit. He's supposed to be good. Then his card came out, and then he sucked. Granted, they did give him some better cards later. But like as the first one, you're like, oh, it's Masu. He's cool in the anime. Let's get the card. Oh, but the card sucks. That's great. Here we're talking about these guys. So we got General Tao back in the day. One of the better Super Strike cards. 9-key Super. Metarildo. It's a decent tank. It's mainly because you wanted this card to link with Omega Shenron, the strength one. You don't need him so much anymore because no one really builds around strength Omega Shenron anymore. Got the free Rildo, who's, you know, if you never got Metal Rildo, this guy is alright too. Boo Tanks. Boo Tanks was a sealer, if I remember right. He was a sealer, he was good. He's one of the few strength sealers, actually. I don't think there's another strength sealer. Sexy Boo. Sexy Boo was great. Not really, but he was funny. Oh, we have this 18, which I think, like, when you start up a new account, they do missions where you get this card. Great Ape Raditz. We went over Great Apes already. And then we got my new Rose that I finally got. I finally got Rose. How are you feeling about the new banner coming out? It's crap. The new banner's gonna be crap. Like, a lot of those cards are not good. And you're going to be chasing for an LR on that banner, which is going to be hard because LR chasing sucks. Do you still have the old free Int Super Saiyan Blue Goku? No. No, I do not. Because he only came out early, like I think he was maybe a launch event or something like that on JP. I didn't start when JP first started. I started like six or 7 months after it came out, because the anniversary for JP is like end of January, beginning February. I didn't start playing until August, so I think I missed out on that on JP. On Global I had him. I don't know if I still do. Let's see. Oh, Chi-Chi. I kept the Chi-Chis. I got her both in Int and Strength. We were talking about Vegito Blue. It's probably the best free-to-play card. Oh, yeah, I'll say it. He's the best free-to-play card in the game. Like, he can tank well. He hits super hard. You can get him. You can Rainbow Star him. He's so good. This Gohan's really good too. And he's super easy to Rainbow Star. Him and the Piccolo, they have the two easiest Easy A's. We've got the OG Gogeta. Single-handedly revolutionized the game. Like, the game was so grindy back in the day until you got Gogeta coming out. and he was amazing. He was a login reward we got in November. You got him in June. Nice. I just Rainbow Starred this Vegeta. I might have to start using him soon. This Goku, I've talked about him before. This is the OG Strength Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He is the first SSR I got on JP. It was him and Strength Bardock. Those were the first two SSRs I got on JP. Speaking of Bardock, where is my Bardock? There he is. I was pretty happy when he got a Dokkan Awakening. He's decent. I mean, anything's better than what he was, because he was a top tier card when he came out, but that was like 3 years ago. He definitely did not age well until he got his Dokkan. Those are all Rainbow Star. B-Pan, if you've never worked on B-Pan, she's actually really good. Like, if you've got her Rainbow Starred with all her paths and all that kind of stuff, like, she's actually pretty good. Like, 'cause she has a passive that reduces, I think it reduces attack or something like that, but like, she actually tanks pretty well. And then her super, she can gain health back. And since she's GT, she links up well with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There's all kinds of good stuff. Like, she's actually pretty good. In case y'all never ever thought about working on B-Pan. Like, I didn't think much about B-Pan at all until I tried her out after I rainbowed her for fun, and then I was like, wow, she's pretty good. Rama, you got the physical SR Strike Piccolo Jr., whose events they bring back anymore. I do not have that card anymore. I got rid of him a long time ago, and then they've never brought the event back, so I'm so sad about that. This Gohan I want to work on eventually, because he hits really hard. He's pretty good for attacking. Of course, we got the God Tank. He's probably one of the better tanks in the game now, because like, his big thing was he had a time restriction. He didn't have a health restriction, he just had a time restriction, which I think makes him better than the Golden Freezes. The only problem is, you know, if you're in a drawn out long fight, then he loses the passive, and then he's just a stunner. Because the thing was, like, he was a tank and he was a stunner, but you know, with the new meta, you can't stun. So he becomes a liability after his time limit goes away. Of course, we got Jiren, which rumor is we might get a new Jiren. That'd be hype if we do. Because I like this Jiren, but yeah, he could be better. Like, at least they didn't like totally screw him up like they did with Hit, or, well, yeah, mainly Hit. I'm glad they didn't really, you know, screw him up like they did with Hit. Hit's just, Hit could have been so good, but no, they decided to make him so bad. So disappointing. RLA's pretty cool. I don't know how many more times they would try to bring her back, but like, the strength one's nice, the AGL one is okay. I think the best one's the physical one though, but the strength one's at least an AoE. Yes, you're doing the showcase. Yeah, we've been working on this for how long? For almost 2 hours. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta will get an easy A and be better. I hope so. Like, I think everybody in that group will. So, if you look at the Redstone, you know, they've done easy A's for the original group. Like, we can take a look at it. So Goku, Cell, Gohan, Broly, and Frieza has all gotten an easy A already. These three got their easy A's all at once. So we're thinking the rest of these guys will probably get an easy A also. So Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta we were talking about. Hopefully he'll get one and be better. Hopefully they boost his attack. What would be really cool is if it got rid of his turn limit. That would be the greatest thing. I could deal with him not being a super attacker, but if they got rid of the turn limit, oh, that's all I would want, to be honest. Like, you get, like, you know, whatever boosts to attack and defense and whatever, but if they change his passive to take away, you know, the turn limit, you know, so they could just be full-time tank, that'd be all I need for him. Janemba was the surprise to me on this list, since he was, you know, pretty much Dokkan exclusive. I guess Vegeta's... Are they Dokkan exclusive? Yeah, I guess they were, but... Janemba was kind of a surprise to me. Beerus would be good. Like, for Beerus, they'd probably just have to up his attack for him to be good. Like, he's alright, but his main thing is, like, attack. Janemba would be attack also, because he's mainly a defensive unit. His attack is alright, but there's nothing special. Kid Buu, I don't know. Kid Buu is just not very good, the physical one. He would have to be attack. Like, I think most of them would have to be, you have to boost their attack to make them decent from their easy A. Like, change to whatever percentage and just go that way. Like, the one good thing about that Kid Buu is, like, he has, you know, really high health. So, I mean, you could boost his defense, make him more of a tank unit, but I'd rather him be more of an offensive unit. But that's pretty much the thinking, is like these will be the next units that end up getting an easy A. You go back and watch it. It's taking a shower or making some tea. You're slow. Nice. Did I show global? No, I haven't gotten global yet. I'm almost done here. We're on strength, and we were looking at, I think, Arle. The rest of these guys are so-so. Like, you got the Gotenks. Oob got a lot better with his Dokkan, but still not really that much used. Most of these guys I just don't use. Like, I have them, they're okay, but eh. Super Trunks. So back in the day, if you watch like my old videos, so Super Trunks, like his SSR form, I kept mistaking him for Broly, cause like I hadn't watched Dragon Ball in forever, and I didn't remember Super Trunks at all. So I kept saying it was Broly, and no one corrected me. That was the thing. No one corrected me when I said it until like comments in the video afterwards. So the whole time I'm like calling him Broly, and no one told me. It's like they set me up for failure. The limitations for him would be amazing if they got rid of it, yeah. Didn't they get rid of Super Saiyan 3 Goku's turn limit? I believe they did. The AGL one, I believe they did. They would be low-key godly if they took away the restriction. Kid Buu is getting an easy A in October. Nice. You called Piccolo Nail too, and you nail Piccolo. I mean, that's not totally wrong though. I mean, technically Nail becomes Piccolo anyhow, since they combine. I'm not like totally off on that. Let's see, here's another World Tournament card. This World Tournament Gohan was alright. Like, I think for World Tournament cards he's okay, but most of them are just like not special. This is another World Tournament. This is Vegeta. Grandpa Gohan. He was a pretty good Super Strike. This one was a pretty good Super Strike card. Got 18 and 18, and this Trunks, the one that you grind. I don't know how many of y'all still have nightmares about this Trunks. This is the one that you grinded for Int Rage Trunks. I just couldn't do it. Like, I was like, I gave up. I used Kai's. I was like, I can't stand this grind anymore. I kept this Vegito. This is the, yeah. I don't know why I kept him. He's just sitting there. Let's see. This is the Goku they gave us for the Arle event. And then we have this Fusion, who, I don't know if he's optimal anymore. Like, for Fusions, they had him listed for a while as optimal, because you could use him with Weirus for him to sorta nuke, but the damage didn't really translate. I mean, you can still use them, but I don't even use Fusions anymore. Hardly anybody uses Fusions anymore. Rip Trunks. I know, right? That Trunks is like so, yeah. Bulge Vegeta. That Gohan seems to be a support. His leader's trash. I mean, that's the same for most of the World Tournament cards. That Trunks crime made me question life. I think that's a lot of people. Dokkan, that Vegito, turn him into TUR and you can use him for your teams. Nah, I don't feel like it. Besides, I can't. I don't have enough of those medals. You can't get enough of the medals because I think he needs like 30? I think 30. They need to give out better units for World Tournament. I'm fine with World Tournament units being how they are. They're just mainly prize units. Like, if you made them to be really good cards, that would make it even crazier than it already is. It's already hard enough as it is trying to get top 20k. The new hit was garbage. Usually they support with some key. They're passive at most. Yeah. Buy them from the Baba, those incredible gems. I don't think there's enough, though. I think last time I tried, it didn't seem like it was enough. I mean, I wouldn't use them anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, there's some Baba Shop units that I did buy, though. Like, I bought this Krillin, because at the time there wasn't any good Krillins. This one, I think, is actually the better one out of all the Krillins that are out there. He's pretty good. There's the tech one, but that one I think is more of a support than a hitter to me. Like, most of the new Baba Shop cards, they're not there to hit. They're there mainly to just support. This one can actually hit, I think, if I remember right. Got this OG Saiyaman. You had that one and you had the AGO one, which I never understood why they gave us this one and then that one was only an SR, but then you had the AGO one that became, you know, an SSR. That was kind of odd to me. We got this old school Gohan that I still have max level. You know what? I'm gonna have to level him up in a little bit. Got the old school combo, like back in the day for World Tournament when you just like focused on your OG Broly. You could use this launch, this Bulma, and then this launch. I still see some people using these teams, like just strength based, and then adding these two girls to give key support. Got this Yamcha. They added a lot of Yamchas to the Dragon Ball summons. I think it was like three or four of them. Pretty sure it's unlimited. It's 70 each. Oh, well. Maybe one day. You remember the strength one? You always wanted the AGO one. I think when they do the event, that's where you get them from, right? Here's the one from the actual Vegito Fierce Battle. And then I finally got this Boo. So I hate the physical Fat Boo, but then this is the one that I did want to get, because this one's like an orb changer. Like, I recently got this one after getting the physical Fat Boo like 3 or 4 times. 2016 good times. They need to rebirth the physical Super Saiyan Gohan from Bojack. Oh, the old school one? I think I have him. I think I still have him. Yeah, this one. You're talking about this one. I remember people liked this card way back then. Alright, so now we're on physical LR Ginyu. So I don't use him as a leader. Like, he has a pretty good leader skill, except that he doesn't have ki. But that's because his passive has a ki. The problem is he has to be on the board for it, so I don't usually use him as a leader, but he's a good support. And the difference between him and obviously a regular support is like it's an LR with like LR damage and tanking as well as being a support. So he's one of the better support cards I think out there. Cooler, Rainbow Starred, really good. Broly, not so good, but Rainbow Starred. Raccoon, out of the Ginyu Force, really good tank. Really good tank. Doesn't hit as hard as the others, but he definitely can tank well. Full Power Frieza. We got Goku Black, who sucks on JP. He's good on Global, but he sucks here. GT Frieza. This is actually a card I was really happy for. Like, besides the new one we just got, this one is a really nice card to have because, one, from his event, you could farm his SA, and then, you know, he's one of the good cards for me to put on the team to link with Cooler. So now it's not just Full Power Frieza, I got GT Frieza and Cooler. Like, that whole synergy just works out great. Got my Boo Trio. Got this Shenron. This Shenron took me forever to get. Like, when Gogeta and this Shenron came out, granted, I was trying way harder for Gogeta than Shenron, so I didn't really care that much about not getting him, but over time I was like, you know what, maybe I should get him. Shadow Dragons is kind of fun to run, especially with the new Goku, with full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You can throw him on there, so then you can have Vegeta, Gogeta, and the Goku. You know, this team is pretty fun now, so I'm happy to finally get him. Slug, we showed him earlier, just got him randomly. That is not LR Cell like we talked about earlier, that's just the GT one from the event. King Cold, I held on to this King Cold just because, and then we got the new one, which is the GT one, so he finally has a new card. Mecha Frieza, this is the Int one. I mean, not the Int one, the physical one. The original one was the Int one. Let's go back up there and see if I still have him. So I have a story about that that's so terrible. So, let me see if he's still here. I think I still have him. Do I not still have him? I should still have him somewhere. Is he down here? I am pretty sure I still have him somewhere. I have how many golden Friezas are there? Holy crap. Do I not have him anymore? Did I totally get rid of him? I think I did. I must have fed him to the Int one. Dang it. You sold that physical Frieza. I'm glad you're doing this box showcase. I've been watching you for 2 years and always wanted to see a full box. Seeing your thoughts on the cards. I did the biggest mistake yesterday. You sold your LR Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta by accident. LR Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta? What? Which one is that? Oh, Majin. That sucks if you sold the Majin. Did you make him golden? I don't think so. I don't think the Mecha Frieza doesn't turn golden. No, I think I got rid of him. I think I fed him into the physical one. Anyway, so the story is this. When I first started playing the game, there were 2 events going on. The 2 events were the Bardock story event and the Mecha Frieza event. Mecha does turn golden? The old one? Let me see. Let me see what he looks like, if I remember right. Extreme. Shoot. Missed it. Go to extreme. Oh, let's see. I don't think I have that one anymore, if I did have him. Because that's Angel. And this one's the one from the actual SSR. I don't think I transformed him, did I? I don't know. I don't have the card anymore though, so it's whatever. But anyhow, the story is this is so that was one of the few events that was out, and for some reason I really wanted the card. And I beat normal, but he would never drop on normal. I could sort of beat int, but he wasn't dropping on int either, so I tried, you know, intermediate or whatever. I guess hard instead of normal. Hard was not dropping, so I tried very hard. This is when I first started playing the game, and I didn't really know much about elements and any of the other stuff, so I was getting wrecked. But I was really determined to get this card to drop. I spent so many Dragon Stones continuing trying to beat this stupid event. First off, I think the first time I beat it, I spent at least 15 Dragon Stones. And then the worst part is he didn't even drop. So I wasted 15 Dragon Stones, didn't get the drop. I think I did 2 more times. Each time I was spending Dragon Stones continuing, trying to beat the level. I think all in all, I spent close to 30 Dragon Stones just to get that stupid Mecha Frieza. Because I didn't know any better. So, for people that are just starting and we're asking for tips, don't ever use your Dragon Stones for continuing. It's not worth it. If you can't beat the event, you can't beat the event. Just let it go. Go on to something else. Because typically when you start, unless you have like really good cards from the start, you're not going to be able to beat a lot of those events, especially not on very hard difficulty, unless you just happen to get the good cards. So, yeah. That's my story about that Mecha Frieza that I spent so much on and then didn't even keep, apparently. Apparently I got rid of him. got this Super Saiyan 3 Broly. So this one came from the old school grindable SR Broly from the OG event, and I remember I was working on him like literally days before they announced that he would be a card that could Dokkan into Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and people were calling me a Bamco spy for that, saying I knew it was going to happen, and I totally didn't. I totally just decided to work on that Broly for the hell of it, because I'd had him, and I was like, you know what, I want to get him to SA10. I want him to get into SA10 and unlock all his paths. Still never Rainbow starred him. Like, I should Rainbow him just for the hell of it. But I don't know, like, I just decided to work on him for some stupid reason, and it just so happened that he ended up Dokkaning into Super Saiyan 3. I mean, if you're re-rolling for a Dokkan character and using continues let you continue to use your teams, I'd waste the 11 stones. I mean, not for that Frieza though. That Frieza was crap. I remember when you were excited to grind physical Mecha Frieza because you were talking about how good Dokkan SR Krillin into Kid Krillin was. He wasn't good. I just liked Krillin, and I had the old SR Krillin so that I could Dokkan Awaken him, which is this one. Krillin's one of my favorite characters too, so I was just happy to be able to have a new Krillin. Here is the Frieza that we got. I need to grind his essay. I think there's an essay that I could grind for him. I think. Well, I don't think the event's up though. Like, I think there is a Frieza that I can grind his essay for, but that event is not up currently. Why did my comment pop back up? I have no idea. I used to think that the free AGL Super Saiyan Vegeta would turn Super Saiyan 3 Angel with a revamped Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta event. I thought Vegeta would be the Super Saiyan 3 category lead. Yeah, that didn't happen. You can grind from the physical Frieza stage, Z-Hard, get his SR first form, and Dokkan him into the final, and then feed. Yeah. I'm probably not going to get on that anytime soon. Let's see. This was a really good support for Extreme, because I think he was plus Ki. I think he gave Ki with his passive for Extreme physical types. There's always Hachiak, the card that is forever forgotten. Like, it's funny how the two main cards that came out of the Hero Extermination plan was Hachiak and the Whis. But the Whis ended up becoming pretty good, and then Hachiak is just like garbage. Like, they didn't do anything with him. It's so sad. You know, low-key, most of the Whis are actually pretty decent. Like, when you really think about it. Like, the tech is a really good card. The AGL is pretty good. The int after his Dokkan is pretty good. Like, especially if you put him on a God Key. It's a pretty good card. The physical one that came from the SR is surprisingly okay too. Like, all the Whis cards are, you know, decent. I think that's interesting. Like, as many cards that didn't get good versions, Whis actually ended up with all his cards being somewhat decent. Like, they're usable. This is the Goku you get from all those stupid SR Gokus they keep giving you. Funny thing is, like, I Rainbow him, but I don't use him at all. This is one of the other better non-Dokkan cards, this Gotenks. You know, on top of being a sealer, he got really good buffs from his Dokkan Awakening. Like, he freaking hits hard. Hachiyak needs a Dokkan. Hachiyak just needs to, get something. See you, Ranma. Catch your next stream. Alright, man. Whoever disliked this is really dumb. It's alright. People have their own opinions. That's cool. I don't stress it. We went over the LRs before. God Tanks is awesome, like I said. There's this Goku. He's okay. Surprisingly. Like, I didn't think much of this card, but he apparently can do a little bit of damage. He can tank alright. Like, he's not a bad card. We got the Ultra Instinct with the good pose. I would like to see them Dokkan Awaken him. Probably not going to happen, but it would be nice if they did. Pan, the card that nobody wants, but is actually a really good support card. Like, if I was ever going to do fusion... Is it fusions? It's the... No, Shadow Dragons. If I'm ever going to do Shadow Dragons, she's a good card to have on there for buffs. Or assisting buffs. We got Kale, who is really good. Kale, especially Dokkan Awaken, is really good. She hits really hard. She's like a better Broly. Kefla, Vegeta Blue, Super Vegito obviously are all good. This is the best of the RLAs. This is the one that hits the hardest. Unfortunately, she doesn't really fit on any category. This is a forgotten Goku, the GT Super Saiyan 2 one. This one was always good because he had reduced cost super. Like, I think 9 key you can get a super, and he hit fairly well. This is one of the better support cards, this Gohan, when you Dokkan Awaken him. Weirus, the card you need if you want to nuke. Although no one really cares about nuking much anymore. But if you did, this is the card you want, since he's the only card that transforms 2 different colors into one. I forgot which 2 it is, but he transforms 2 colors into physical. So he's definitely a must-have if you're trying to nuke. He doesn't do anything else, though. He doesn't hit hard, he doesn't tank well, he doesn't do anything. But if you want to nuke, that's a card you want. This Goku is, I think, the best physical stunner. The cooler movie Goku. Like, I think it's like 50% chance to stun. Like, it's something, it's a pretty good chance to stun. But I think in terms of physical, I think he's the only stunner. Waifu Bulma heals off of rainbow orbs. And her super heals as well, so she's a nice unit to have if you want to, try to survive longer, like Super Battle Road or something like that. Have a good night. Alright, man. Catch you later. He heals life at 10%. He's pretty good in that regard. Kefla's always pretty good. Does the physical GT Goku have a Dokkan? You're talking about the Super Saiyan 2 one that I showed? He does not. What's up, Jade? Let's see, we have the old school punching the screen Bardock. There was a time where you had like all these cards that had like the same pose. There was him and Strength Godku. They came on the same banner. I think there was one banner they came out on where it was like the closest thing to a GSSR banner as you could get back then. It was like you're guaranteed to get a banner card when you did a multi, and like I think it was like either 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 9 were SSRs. So you had a really good shot at getting an SSR from that banner. That's what I remember most about it. He's a sealer. That's pretty much all he's good for. He doesn't hit very hard either. We have the old school Xeno Trunks, who at one time was the worst card in the game before he got his Dokkan Awakening, which made him an AoE, which made him good for the World Tournament for 2 months. Then they introduced LR Broly, and everybody was going strength, and he became worthless because he couldn't do damage, and he couldn't hit, he couldn't take a hit. Sad story of Xenotrunks. But at least he was good for a while. I will give him that. At least he was relevant for a little while. You can't say that about a lot of cards. Like, Hit has never been relevant. None of the Hit cards have ever been relevant. Old School Ultimate Gohan Physical. When he Dokkanned... Well, pre-Dokkan, I think he was like +2 key to everybody, which was like a big deal back in the day. Like, it was hard to find key to everybody type leads. And so when he Dokkan, he got +3 key, which was alright, but by that time it was pretty outdated. But at the beginning when he came out, +2 was a big deal. Trunks, Kaioken. Got this Super Saiyan Blue Goku is a nuke hitter, but unfortunately he came out way too late. Like, by the time he came out, nuking was extinct. Nobody cared about nuking anymore. So he's unfortunately is like a forgotten card. Got another Super Trunks. Saiyaman 2. This one was from that event for Heroes. There was him, and then there was the AGO one. Like, I don't know their names because I never played Heroes. But there was him, and there was the AGO one. Old School Piccolo. Physical Old School Piccolo. He's the first SSR I ever got on Global. Although that was my original account that I don't have anymore. He is okay. He has that passive for everyone getting defense 70% up. But other than that, yeah, that one's not used very much. We've got Kami, which I think almost everybody ended up getting Kami on Global that one time. What's your best team right now? Oh, let me go back and look. Let's see. What's your best team right now? I like to use my Super Saiyan 3 team, or I use my Patara team. Those are my two most used teams. Although now since I got Vegito Blue, the Tech one, and Strength Rose, I'm going to mess around with some hero and villain teams. Sup, Jirachi. Bardock's my favorite. I don't really play Dokkan, but I heard one of his guards is pretty good. Yeah, the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, and then there's LR Bardock also. That Super Saiyan Blue Goku might Dokkan if there's a Dokkan Fest hit. I don't know. Just wanted to see some of the gameplay. I can run an event as soon as I'm done here. Is anybody having any trouble with certain events that you want to see me do? Got this adult Gotenks that they gave us. Yeah, this was a free one they gave us, I remember. This is another free card they gave us for New Year's. This 18 is pretty nice. I really like the art on this one. We talked about this Kaioken. I'm still waiting for the event to come back so I can get his medals. We showed the nuke hitter. Here's the nuke leader for physical. I think I have all the nuke leaders now. I'm just sad because there's no point. Got the failed Gotenks. I kept both of them. They're I like them. I don't know. I don't use them, but they're fun to have. Let me see. We got Chowman. Chowman's funny because he's like the only SR or SSR, or like he was the only SSR AoE, I think, because like all the other AoEs had to be Dokkan Awaken to TUR. Well, besides Broly, but yeah, Actually, I think Broly had a Dokkan Awaken before he became AoE. But anyway, this one was an AoE. He wasn't very strong. He's not good for anything except for like maybe the first few levels. Like I think times 1, 2, and 3 you can use him, but then after that he doesn't do any damage. Is there anything else useful here? We got we got this Krillin. This one where it was like him, Goten, and Trunks, and they do their family Kamehameha. He's from the Bio Broly event. Veku. We talk about this old school Gohan. And I think that's it. I think that's it for the showcase. All these are just dupes that I have down here that I just haven't decided what I want to do with them yet. More than likely I'll just go ahead and open up paths on these cards, but I need a lot of reverse items before I do that. Prince Ai, how am I doing? I'm doing alright. We're just going over some cards here. You want to see the teams that I'm running? So this is my super physical. We were using this because I was running Ultra Instinct earlier, so we did that. This is my super tech. Pretty much self-explanatory. It's just like my best tech cards on there. This one is Buu Saga. We got Vegito, Mighty Mask, God Tanks, Go Tanks, and Saiyaman. Pretty strong. I think this one ends up being like something like 530k HP. It's like one of my highest HP teams. Patara. Sooner or later, when I finish Rose, Strength Rose, I'm going to replace AGL Rose with Strength Rose, and then that'll be my Patara. Like, I could use Merge Zamasu, but I think I have more dupes into Kefla. Like, matchup-wise, maybe I'd end up replacing her. It depends on what I'm fighting, but this, for the most part, is my Patara team. Godly Key. Once again, Strength Rose will probably end up replacing somebody. I like Strength Godku on there, although he is someone that I could replace. Like if I end up replacing anybody besides adding Rose, it'd probably be Strength Godku. Let's see what else. This was Extreme Tech. I forgot what I was using Extreme Tech for, but that's just whatever. Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite team out of all of them, and this is the squad I've been using. I don't use AGL Super Saiyan 3 because I have LR, so this is the one that I would end up using most of the time. Although, if I don't feel like having the tank, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I will replace him sometimes with Gohan, because Gohan is really good. So those are pretty much the main teams that I use. Like every once in a while I'll do another category, like Pure Saiyan, or sometimes Full Power. Shadow Dragons is the team that I might end up using from time to time now, since I have the Shenron, because I can run the Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then it would be the Pan and GT Trunks, the Strength one. That would be the squad that I would use for Shadow Dragons. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over to Global. Oh, what's my battery at? I'll have to be pretty quick. Wonder if Legends is going to be the next Dokkan someday. I don't know. It's different crowds. Like, because they're two different types of games. Like, this one's a card-based, you know, puzzle game, whereas the other one's a pseudo-fighting game. Still need Rose on global. I didn't get him. I did get Vegeta Blue on global. So this is going to be way worse. Plus, like I said, I'm super lazy on global, so I have a lot of cards that I have not worked on. Just coming to your stream, did a single and got transformation freeze. Wow, congrats. Strength Rose on a super team is not the best because of his strength. Yeah, but that's not super teams. Those are category teams, so it's different. Have you even changed that wallpaper? It's been there for a long time. Nope. I like that wallpaper. It's my favorite. So you can see I haven't even finished LR Androids. Goku right there. I never finished the ZZA. I did finish Super Vegito. I have the Transformation Goku, but haven't finished him. Haven't finished Kaioken. I'm just gonna not say it. You're gonna see how many cards I've just not worked on. This is like, from my other accounts of this, is kind of depressing to look at. Oh man, I have that Gohan, that old school Gohan that transforms that I haven't worked on. Caulifla I just got recently, so that's why I haven't worked on her. Plus, her event's not even up. The rest of those are crap. Nobody cares about those. I got that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta recently, so that's why I have not touched at all. Cell, haven't done a ZZA. Majin Vegeta I had for World Tournament. Merds Masu. Mass Saiyan I got recently, so that's why he's not worked on. Golden Frieza I just haven't worked on. I did finish Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Vegeta Blue. That is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's not done, as well as Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku or God Tanks. I have not worked on any of those. Bardock whatever. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta whatever. Vegeta whatever. Beerus is not done either. God, I'm getting more and more depressed looking at this. Because the thing is, like, I keep saying I'm going to work on it, and then I look at how many things I have to do, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. You have so many cards. I have so many cards that you want. I'm sorry. That tech full Final Form Frieza isn't on banners anymore. It's weird. It's because it's super old, and there's no point to him anymore. Like, he's really bad, and there's better Frieza cards out. Your global looks like half of my JP account. That's a lot of cards, not Dokkan. I know, right? Because he lowers super allies by 20% when he awakens. Yeah, but it's fine. He still ends up being better. So, it's fine. I don't care. Let's see. Pycon. God, even the Nucleator Super Saiyan Blue Goku have not done. There's the future LR Hercule, have not done. Android 13. Ugh. Extreme Int is pretty much a crime too. Like, my worst ones are Extreme Int and Super Tech, because I have pretty much most of the optimal cards, but I just haven't worked on any of them. So I've got Kid Buu, I've got Buhan, I've got LR Bojack. Not done. They're just sitting there. I finished Vegito. Like, this account, I got Vegito, like LR Vegito and LR Gogeta. I worked on them. I didn't work on too much else. There's Ultra Instinct that I haven't done. There's Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta I haven't done. Godku. There's Rage Trunks just sitting there. I didn't even finish LR Piccolo. This is really bad. That's Zamasu. Yeah, I have the Int Zamasu just totally just sitting there. Strength Strength I did work on a little bit. So there's Omega, Shenron, Broly that I haven't done the easy A for. We finished Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Gogeta. See, there's the Pikkon. I have him on here as well. Vegeta, did not do Godku. Have not done LR, Vegeta Blue. Pan. I was just done talking about B-Pan. I haven't done B-Pan on here. There's that Yamcha that we won on Global. Quote unquote lost, actually, not won. There's the Goku also. I think I have him down below. I don't not touched him at all. Waifu Pan. Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is next on Global. Hope to pull him. Yeah, he's pretty good. He'd be nice to get. See, I got the Shenron I did get on here early. Like him and Gogeta I got pretty easily on Global. Like it took me forever to get him on JP. And finished the Broly. I didn't even finish Goku Black. Did finish Gogeta and the Kaioken. Vegito Blue I got recently. I got him I think from tickets. Or not from tickets. I got him pretty recently though, so that's why he's not done. Gotenks needs to be done. There's the old school crap Xeno in all his glory, all his terrible glory before his Dokkan, if you want to see how bad he is. So he was attack and HP 15% for all types. That was his leader skill. And then his passive is +3 ki when HP is 80% or below. Which I guess that was decent way back then. But yeah, that's still pretty bad. Full power Frieza is not done. There's the Kami. There's, yeah, this is depressing. Oh, I did get this Vegeta. This is one of the newer Vegetas that I haven't touched. I have not done anything on here. Like I think I did like the harder cards, but I didn't touch like the not as hard cards. I don't know why. Like when I pulled Vegito and Gogeta, I was just like, you know what? I want to get them done. And so I finished them. And then I didn't finish the easier ones, like even like Tech Godtanks. I should have at least had him done. I just totally just didn't care. Like this is the dilemma I'm looking at. I have so many cards to work on that it's too daunting for me to want to do it. Like the LRs I should be working on, like the Bojack and the Goku. Totally did not. But anyhow, that's pretty much my global account. Dokkan your Goku man, I know. I'm just like I'm lazy. I don't get how anyone has the time to actively manage 2 accounts. Why I never tried JP. Yeah, well, okay, here's the thing. This is not my original global account. This was a reroll I did a while back. Like, I think it's been a little over 2 years. Because I just recently hit 777. Yeah, because I just got this Hercule. So I just passed 777 days. And it's never been as good as my JP, but that's obvious since I played JP way longer. And I guess just, you know, coming from JP to global, I don't have the motivation to do it. Like one day maybe I will, but yeah, you're right. It is pretty hard to do 2 accounts, you know. To have the same drive to want to grind both, it's pretty hard. Super Strike versus some Dokkan events? Nah. I think that's going to be it. What's up, Broccoli? So that's pretty much my accounts, in case people were interested in seeing what I had. Global, obviously, like I'm like almost 300, no, I guess 250, 260 levels higher on JP than I am on global, so kind of makes sense that I have way more stuff done on JP than I do on global. What's up, Legendary Broccoli? You popped in pretty much at the end of this, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Hopefully I got to see what I had, get to compare it with what y'all got. I think I'm going to send y'all over to Orange Beef since he's streaming. Y'all gonna ask him what he has on his. He's having to figure out what's going on all over since he's been away for a long time. So y'all guys can help him out. Do you know Captain Tsubasa? You mean the soccer anime and game? I know it. I never watched it, but I know there's a lot of people that are fans of that. It's pretty cool. But anyhow, thanks everybody for joining me. Hope y'all had fun. I will catch you guys later, and good luck to all of us if you're going to go for that new LR. Like I said, I'm going to do one multi and then pray for the best, and we'll see what happens. But y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Have a fun week, and I will see y'all next time.